Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to start a Weebly website for a school library. I have just created an account with a name. I used something generic like library, my email address, and I created a password. Now I'm on the select theme option. It really doesn't matter a whole lot which theme for Weebly you choose. It's just a basic layout option that then you'll be able to go in and edit based on what your actual information is going to be. I'm going to scroll down and choose Wag and Pause. It's going to give me a preview of the theme. I'm going to be able to edit all these things if I want to. I can click on Start Editing if I like this theme, but I don't like this one, so I'm going to click Close and go back to looking at more themes. You can choose different options or categories that they are in: business, portfolio, personal, event, blog. I'm going to try blog. Now these are all generic blog type themes. If I don't like any of these, I can click on View More and it gives me additional options. At any point with a Weebly website, you can choose whether or not to have a blog. So I'm going to go back up to the top. I'm going to go to Portfolio, and I don't like any of these either, so let's try Personal. The type of theme you choose is irrelevant, just something to get you started. Let's choose Upstart. Now, this one looks pretty clean. It looks pretty nice for a school website, for a library school website, that is. I'm going to click Start Editing. Now, the first thing that Weebly is going to ask when you choose your theme is to choose the website domain. I like to use the subdomain of Weebly, so the website will be http://fill-in-the-blank.weebly.com. For registering for a new domain, I assume you have to pay for that option, so a .weebly.com is usually your best choice. Plus, I like the subdomains of Weebly because it reminds your users of this website that it is something that is changing and something that you're working on personally instead of something that perhaps is being paid to be updated by somebody else. As you keep looking for subdomains for .weebly.com, Weebly is going to keep telling you whether or not it's available. Once you have one that's available, go down and click on Continue. Now, you can start working with any portion of this Weebly. There are different elements that you can add. Weebly will keep giving you suggestions of things you can do or little how-tos. Weebly works on a drag and drop principle. So if you want one of these elements over here on the side, like a title or an image or an embed code, you're going to click it and drag it somewhere onto a space on each page to be able to add it to your actual website. When you're finished with one of the little helpful hints, you can click on Got It. It may pull up something else. You can always click on Close, and there is the Help menu right here whenever you need something. There's a support center to look at of articles and possibly videos, and as well as a phone number to call. So this happens to be the main home page of what's going to be my school library website. When you click anywhere that there's text in the existing theme, you can change it. School library website. And I can delete what's there. Now I could turn off that option so the text doesn't show. I could make it a text, and I'd have to retype what I have, or it could be a logo. At this point, you'd need to go find an image on your computer or find an image through a website to use in this portion of your screen. So this is going to be a school library media center website, meaning that we're going to need to get rid of all this information about entrepreneurs and business. I may leave the social media here. However, these things are the default. So to get rid of them, you're going to want to hover to where you get the little X up here. When you click on this, it's going to delete this thing, this editable piece of information. So click on delete. I'm going to go through and get rid of all the different things I don't want, and it will update as soon as it removes them. At any time I can go back through and change these. The About Me here, I don't need that in this spot, but I could go in later and put something comparable to it. So I'm going to delete it. I like working with a clean space that doesn't have anything in it. Some of the more larger whole page options, when you click on it, you get a delete box up here. Everything inside this section will be deleted. Yes, that's totally fine. Now these spacers can be deleted as well to make sure that you have room for whatever it is that you want to put here. So when you click on it or hover, you get the little delete icon. This, where it says Creative Free Weebly, that has to stay right where it is, since Weebly is a free resource for creating websites. I'm going to keep deleting these icons. No, I don't want to edit this image. I want to delete it. These most likely were put here to be placeholders for different links to different areas, like the business area of a template. Each of these can be deleted individually if you want to leave it where it is. I don't want any of these text boxes. Nor do I need the About Us. Now, I like this background image with the box here. I can make it larger by pulling on these blue bars, and it's going to center it in this page. Now, I don't need the read more. That can go away. And I don't need this with the date. Sometimes when you click on things, it wants to start changing what it looks like versus deleting the small box. So you sometimes have to hover very carefully. Now I get to the delete option for this one thing. Now, so it's going to automatically change the size because this is the only thing I have in here. Now here I'm going to put a quote about reading. Alright, so I'm going to paste into this box the quote, "Today a reader, tomorrow a leader" by Margaret Fuller. I'm going to highlight it so I can change the color. Let's make it green. And I'm going to change the font size. Everything's the same size now. Now that looks pretty nice. I'm going to add a space here. So there's some space in between the name and the quote itself. To change this background image, oh, look, see, there's a little hidden spacer right there. When you hover really carefully, now you can delete that, and it should automatically adjust. To fit the space even more. I'm going to edit the background once I go to Pixabay and find an image. I did a search for books on Pixabay.com. It's a place where you can get copyrighted images for free. That is to say, copyright-free images. It's not Shutterstock where you get images that you have to pay for. I'm on the second page of the search for books. I'm going to scroll down and use this one right here with the flower. When I click on it, it pulls up the image. It is Creative Commons, so it's free for commercial use, no attribution required. This is what you want for all images that you're going to use on a website, especially using things that are within the Creative Commons. Click on Free Download. You can choose any size of it you want and click on Download. Now, since I'm not a registered Pixabay user, I have to type in the CAPTCHA every time. So I have these letters and words, Shiloh, space, Cali. Click on download. It wants to know whether it should open or save the file. I'm going to have it save it. Now when I click on the little blue icon here, it's going to open up when I click on containing folder where it actually is. So it's in my downloads where I have several things, and it's right there. It's called book and has several numbers with it. I'm going to close my downloads. I'm going to go back to Weebly. Now I can click on edit background, and I got to this by simply clicking on this image of the leaf. Click edit. I'm going to replace this image. Now I want it to upload a photo from my computer. I will navigate to the downloads and click on the book image. It's going to upload, and there it is. Make sure you click save up here.